Hey guys, today I'm sharing with you one of the best pasta dishes that you can make. This is my favorite by far, I think. It's my creamy chicken Tuscan. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by dicing up really finely some onion, and we're also going to grate, or you can mince some cloves of garlic. So I have about a half of an onion here, and I'm going to finely mince that up. I'm also going to be grating in a few cloves of garlic. Again, you can mince this if you'd like. About 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. And on my saucepan here, my heat is on medium-high heat. And what I have here is some sun-dried tomatoes. Now the sun-dried tomatoes is in olive oil, and it has Italian herbs, and it's just so flavorful. I'm going to use about 1.5 tablespoons of the oil that is actually in the jar of our sun-dried tomatoes. That is going to be one of the first steps to just giving this such great flavor. And we're using exactly what we have on hand, which makes it super easy. So I'm going to wait for this to get nice and hot. My heat is on medium high, and I have some chicken thigh pieces that I have cut up into small pieces, probably 1 inch, 2 inches or so. Cut them as big or as small as you want. And we're going to place this in the oil, and we're going to season this lightly with salt and pepper, and we want this to develop some color and some nice sear. So we're going to let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, just till it develops a little bit of color. So I am seasoning this with my salt and pepper, and I'm also seasoning with some dried Italian seasoning. After about 5 minutes or so, I'm going to remove it and place it on a plate. Into the same saucepan, I'm going to add in my onion and my garlic, give that a nice toss around, and we're going to add in some butter. Butter just makes everything a little bit better. Just a little bit better. We're going to wait for that butter to melt down, and we're cooking down the onion and the garlic. I've reduced my heat at this point to about medium. I don't want to burn anything. I am also adding in 1 ounce of cream cheese that I am cutting up into little chunks, and we're going to cook that down until it's mostly melted in through everything. Now, somewhere around here, my phone stopped recording. So what I did was I added in 2 tablespoons of my sun-dried tomatoes, and that's all I did. So it didn't miss too much, which is a good thing. Grateful for that. So I'm adding in some all-purpose flour, and we're just going to toss this around to cook through that flour and to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout everything. And we are now adding in our milk. You can use any kind of milk that you want for this, whatever you normally use. I will have all the amounts listed below in the description box for you. Gonna keep stirring this. My heat again is on medium, and we're gonna keep stirring this until it starts to thicken up and kind of create our little roux that we got going on there. Alright, that is looking beautiful. It takes a few minutes or so. As you can see, it's just this amazing sauce. This is the one pasta dish that I can have that you can have meatless. It is so good. Just the sauce alone is so good, and you can also substitute the chicken with shrimp, sausage, anything that you want. So I've added in back my chicken, given everything a nice toss. I'm going to season it lightly with some more Italian seasoning and a little pinch of black pepper. And we're going to add in some Parmesan cheese. Again, all the amounts will be listed below in the description box. We're just going to mix that in together. Now I have some penne pasta here that have already been cooked, and it's just been sitting there. I actually have some of the water as well reserved in the pot. I need about a half a cup of that water or so, so I'm going to add in my pasta as well as my water, and we're just going to mix all this together. Now this takes about 30 minutes from start to finish. It is so easy, and I'm telling you, it is one of the best 30-minute dinners you can make. I make several, but this is one of my favorite. It is so good, and it is the one thing that I can make that I don't have to have any meat in it because it's just so good on its own. I added that in. I'm mixing this up. I'm going to let this cook for about 3 minutes or so, and as this is cooling, that sauce is going to reduce and thicken even more. And you do want that starchy water to help it, because I like mine to be kind of saucy. I don't want it to be dry. And I'm like using the penne pasta because the sauce also kind of gets into the center of the pasta. So while you're taking a bite, you got all that goodness going on there. And that is it. I mean, seriously, that's it. Start to finish, 30 minutes, you're done. You got an amazing meal. You can make this into a freezer meal, wait for it to cool completely, place it in a casserole dish, pop in your oven when you're ready to serve. And that's it. I hope that you guys give this a try. If you try and you enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. And if you don't have sun-dried tomatoes, you can just use regular tomatoes cut up into small pieces and regular olive oil. However, I think having the sun-dried tomatoes does make a difference, but that's just me. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, before I forget, I seem to have forgotten. You can garnish this with whatever herb that you like, but because I am a cilantro lover, you will not believe how good cilantro goes with pretty much anything, okay? Especially this dish as well. If you don't want to add cilantro, I know that's crazy. Some people will be like, oh my goodness, you put cilantro on that? Yes, I did, and yes, it is delicious. You can use parsley if you want, but I'm just kind of breaking up some pieces of cilantro here and tossing that around, and that is it. So easy, so good. I hope that you try it, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope it makes your little life a little bit easier. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.